So today, I'm going to catch you all up on exactly what has been going on. Welcome back, everybody. So first things first, I'm going to ask you all to please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, like, share this. You all know the drill. So what's been going on? I know you all have seen podcast videos showing up. I know you've seen commercials showing up. A couple of videos where I'm really not there. So what's going on? One of the first things, I know I said in one of my last videos that I was going to unveil our Raven series guitar. We've been working really hard all this time to get that unveiling. Matter of fact, filming is about 95% done. We are filming the process of making that guitar along with the unveiling. We have been working with another YouTuber who is also going to be collaborating and in the mix, and you'll understand what that means soon. But I am happy to say, after 2 years or more of work towards our Raven series guitar, it is finally done. I actually have the first model sitting in this room with me, but that'll be for a later video. The other thing is, yes, you all know that over a year ago, I moved my studio again. Well, guess what? I moved my studio again, and even though this space is not ready, it's here. I've upgraded a few things that I want to share with you all in upcoming videos. I have been fortunate enough to partner up with the Pepe Clark Magana. Drummer of the band King. Also drummer of the band Strife. Pepe has this amazing school. It's a school where they give music lessons, guitar lessons, piano lessons, vocal lessons, drum lessons, especially being that he's a drummer. And him and I have partnered up, and now we're going to be giving, in addition to recording bands, we're going to be doing recording lessons, workshops, so to speak. We now have 2 recording studios. We also put another recording studio. As you all know, I've talked about how when I was in the education field, I worked really hard with a couple of people to open up a middle and a high school, this massive facility. That is open, and now within that facility, there is a recording studio that's just about maybe 60% done. Here, even though we are able to record already, we still have a lot of upgrading to do. This recording studio is a huge improvement in terms of the environment from my last studio, which you all know was at my home. I had a control room and a drum room that also worked as a guitar room, and also I had a closet that was being modified to become a vocal booth. But here we have a massive control room. You can't tell how big this room is just by this video, but it's pretty big. We have a podcast room, which you've seen videos on already, and I'll show more. We have a lounge that can also serve as a second podcast room. It's not done yet. Not yet. It's going to be cool when it is. We have a guitar/bass room. We have an entire vocal room, booth, whatever you want to call it, but it's a room. And we have a huge drum room. All these rooms are being currently worked on, so they're going to look pretty amazing when they're done. Right now, the control room is about 80% complete. The podcast room, the first one, is 100% complete. And so, in addition to recording artists and giving workshops, we also are producing podcasts. So right now I have 4 podcasts under my belt that are all being produced out of this studio, including my own, which I'm sure you've seen the videos. If you all haven't heard those podcasts, that's the perfect place to go if you want to keep up to date with what's going on. The podcasts that we are doing are consistently, at least every couple of weeks. The video stuff, I wanted to get things to look nice and be pleasing to the eye before I even consider recording, especially because, we're not done yet, but we're getting there. I've updated some of my gear and plan to update even more. So if you look behind me, this is Steven Slate's Raven. These are touchscreen panels that work with Pro Tools. It's amazing, and I can't wait to do a video on kind of showcasing these. I'm still learning myself. I'm using them, but I know I'm using them at a fraction of what they're able to do, but I think they look amazing. So far, it's been really fun to work with. And then it's called the Raven. I think you can see it right there. Nevermore Records, Nevermore Guitars. How fitting to put a Raven console in our recording studio. Just made sense. Another really cool thing about this particular studio, we are actually located right behind a music store, a really amazing music store here in El Paso. So if you're recording here and you break a string, the days of like, oh, I broke a string, now I gotta drive God knows where just to get a string. It's like, no, you literally just open this door right here and you end up in a music store. How cool is that? So I'm gonna keep this video short. Just wanted to update everybody, tell everybody hello. It's been a while. I need you all to go and listen to our podcast. Adrian and I have stuck to doing those episodes religiously. We have so much fun doing it. But if you want the latest on our Nevermore guitars before that video comes out, that's where you're going to hear it. Another really cool podcast that you can listen to, it's called Whip Shaded and Faded. My brother, who's one of our partners in Nevermore Guitars, you've heard me talk about many times. He is also an artist, a tattoo artist. He's owns his own tattoo shop. We started a podcast where he's talking about the ins and outs of tattooing and the business. Check that out. My wife and I, which some of you are familiar. If you're not, go back and watch videos where she is on the show. We have our own podcast as well. It's called Together for the Dogs. Check that out. I know I've got a lot on my plate, hence the reason why these videos have been sporadic. We do have that video showcasing our latest guitar coming out. That one's going to be pretty cool. I'm just literally putting the final touches on that one. And our buddy who we're collaborating with, who is also a YouTuber, is doing his video. So we're going to kind of release them to coincide with one another. But that's going to be a real fun video because you're going to be able to see the entire process from the beginning to the end, and then seeing the final product where we finally unveil our Raven guitar for those of you that have not seen it. We have some Texas Cutthroat stuff coming up that we're working on. We have some Tragic Landing stuff coming up that we're working on. But in the meantime, those podcasts will be posted here. If not, you can go and listen to them anywhere. And if you happen to be in the El Paso area and you want to start your own podcast, let me know. Go to nevermorerecords.com. We are actively taking podcasters, clients. What we're doing is we're essentially taking anybody that wants to do a podcast, and we are offering a full service for them where you can literally walk into our studio, sit down with yourself, your guest, whoever you want, and we will give you a sound engineer. We will record your podcast for you. We will either hand you the file on the way out, or we will do everything for you and make sure that it gets put up on every single platform. And if you're not in the El Paso area, we can still do your podcast for you. You are not limited just because you are not in the El Paso area. We can still do it because of the wonderful internet. We can still do it long distance. So if that's something you're interested in, go to nevermorerecords.com, send us a message, and we'll get back to you with pricing and all that good stuff. If you're a band and you want to come record, let us know. Just go to the website. You'll find our email address there. In the meantime, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me next time. Bye.